active. A minute. Good morning. Good morning, guys. I hope you're all doing well. At this point, my cold is no longer cold. Though. I don't know why every morning I suffer these things, but we shall prevail. Anyway, let me read a few comments. Oh, you guys were waiting, huh? I see like about 61 people in here already. You guys were waiting. I like the momentum so far. You guys are very expectant now on Tuesdays, and I like that. Anyway, let me read a few comments before we start today's session. I'm sure most of you know what's going on already with the market. I had some people send me entries, trades that they were already in, right? An avid follower, and I know a lot of other people as well have taken like their first entries just like last week. Okay, but then again, we are here now. We are here to cook. No wahala. If you miss the first entry, just like me too, don't worry. We'll still get a re-entry. But then if you got in on the first chance, kudos. We're in for a nice ride. Guys, pardon me a bit. I still have cold, so from time to time, I'll just position myself properly. Oh, I see a lot of good mornings in there. Good morning, everyone. I see Chris. Chris, your name is new. It's the first time seeing you here. Welcome. Good morning, Rick. Hope you're doing good. Yes, I'm doing good. Just a little bit under with some flu, but it's all good. Hi, Ricky. Good morning. Hope you're gonna cook today. Yeah, hopefully I get to cook today because looking at the way gold is moving, at this point, rule number one, I missed out on the first entry. And as usual, when I miss out on entry, I don't jump in. I do not do aggressive entries like that anymore. I wait for a pullback, a consolidation, or basically I wait for another entry. I wait for another legit entry. That is what I do. So we'll get to the charts briefly. I see somebody put in 10K in there with some fire emoji, almost 10K. That's true, guys. Guys, we've come a long way. Let me see. We are currently 9.93. We have 70 people to hit. Oh, is it 70? Yeah. People to hit 10K. You guys think we can hit 10K today, this morning? Because we have about 130 viewers here. Guys, let's do this. Before we jump in on the chat today, before we do anything, let's make today a memorable one. I want each and every one of you here, if you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to it now. It's going to help us reach the 10K mark faster. Also, if you've already subscribed, what you can do right now is also just like the video. It's going to help the algo recommend it to other traders. They come on board, they subscribe. We hit our 10K mark. Everybody happy. I'm happy. You're happy. We find a trade, we eat. So let's do that briefly before we continue. Let's do that briefly. This is gonna be historic, yeah? It's gonna be historic. Anyway, let's see what we have today. Yesterday was a good start to the week. It was a banger. Last week, Tuesday too, um, what even happened on last week Tuesday? Last week Tuesday, same thing happened. We missed our initial entry. I gave you guys the analysis before going offline, and when the signal was ready to, I sent it to the community, and we all benefited. Last week Tuesday was around this point. Yeah, it was here. It was around this point. This is where we cut the breakout was somewhere around here, around okay. This was the wait. I'm coming. Let me just check. Okay, yeah, it was not a breakout. The first trade was here. This was last week Wednesday. I see it now. The first trade was around this point. We missed it, and then I had to just wait for this price action I told you guys about. The flag pattern. We either could have gotten a deeper retracement, probably a falling wedge, anything. I was just ready for any pattern in there to trade because I was bullish. Okay, so it's the same thing I'll be applying today as well. It's the same thing I'll be applying today as well. I missed out on my initial entry around this point, which was like the breakout. Breakouts, I'm sure you guys know, or most of you know by now, is my least favorite entries because especially breakout in an all-time high zone, price becomes too high. Anything can happen. Even if I usually enter with minimal risk, you know. So I'll rather wait for a pullback before I'll jump in right now. But let's let's do this, guys. Let's subscribe. Let's subscribe. 9.95, guys. Let's go. Let's go. We have 50 more. We have 50 more. I see somebody says, this is my first time joining you live because of country time, but today I made it time to be here. Welcome, 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 welcome. I promise it's going to be worth your time. What country are you joining from anyway? Let me read a few more comments. Gold don't want to retest. It will retest, or there will definitely be a pullback. It is not going to go all the way to we just surpassed 3,850. Between 3,850 to 4,000 is a whole 500 pip move. It's not going to go all the way just there without pulling back. It is going to pull back. Definitely give you another entry. Look on the higher time frame. Look on the 4-hour time frame. It's time. It's almost even time for a pullback already. Just look at the momentum. Look at this. We had this push, pullback, push, pullback. This push is like it's already getting overstretched at this point. So definitely, I was actually expecting a reaction around the 3,850 psychological mark area, but nonetheless, it broke out, gave about 120 or 150 pips already, which is good for day trading anyway. I'm not gonna lie, that's like solid move already. But if we want to capitalize on the bigger picture, we might as well just do it hand in hand with the higher time frame. Okay, especially if you follow the higher time frame properly and you're able to get a nice entry on a pullback for the lower time frame, you can actually swing it. You can actually swing it because the target is obvious. Fundamentals are still aligning with gold being bullish. So if you get a nice entry on a lower time frame, you can actually even swing it if you want to, and you can day trade it as well because we will come in on a daily basis to give you the entry, right? So the gentleman who says that gold doesn't want to pull back, I understand your sentiments, but I've been trading this instrument long enough to know that yeah, sometimes it can be very aggressive, but the patterns will still play out. They're still gonna pull back anyway, right? So guys, 9.95, let's do this. We have 50 subscribers more. Let's hit 10k. We have 118 people viewing this. If I think one of you subscribe to this channel, one, or like this live feed, it's gonna recommend it to other traders, and then we're gonna hit our mark sooner than I'm expecting. September was a good month. I'm not gonna lie. It was a month for the bag, you know. A lot of winning trades, a lot of easy trades, a lot of new records, a lot of new money made, and I'm sure a lot of people also enjoyed the VIP and the signals too. we are entering October tomorrow. Hopefully, we continue with that momentum. October and even November. The only time things might slow down is probably December when we're on holidays, we're just chilling. So we can just take things a bit easy. But now, from now going, we gotta get a little bit aggressive, make some money for December as well, and then we're good to go. Anyway, we are finishing the year strong. This year is one of the fastest years, right? The year has run very fast. By the end of the year, it will be time to reflect again. If I have any advice for anybody or what I have been doing so far, is choose momentum over reset. Choose momentum over reset. Now, what do I mean by that? When the year is about to end, especially if you're online, very active online, you have a lot of people coming in now, projecting their New Year resolutions, all of those things. If you're not strong psychologically, it kind of forces you to just go with a trend and probably even start to feel like you need a reset. When, if you audit your life personally, you probably do not need a reset. Now, why do I say that? Life is a continuous effort, career wise, everything wise, business wise, everything adds up. Whatever you started last year, you've gained experience this year, and next year you have to try new things by just adding up to what you're doing. So you don't have to reset every time. That's key rule number one. Rule number two is also try and stay ahead of the curve, right? No, we are already in October, or we're about to be in October, November, December. We just literally have about 3 months more for the year to end. You don't have to wait for the year to actually end like everybody else before you start making plans for next year. At this point, you should even have an idea of how, I mean, obviously, there's room for contingencies or room for how life will pan out. But at this point, you should already have an idea of how you want your next year to look like, how you want to move. Like it might not be detailed to the dot right now, but the idea is to should start shaping up. By October, November, you are settled. You should even start the new year, like so that you're not taken by surprise by the overwhelming next year. Everybody is going here, doing this, doing that. You also feel like you want to be part of the bandwagon. If you get what I mean. Okay. One of the things too is that okay, maybe you're waiting to lose weight next year. You want to go to the gym. I don't think you should even wait for next year. Start now. Just start, and just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. At that point, before next year starts, where by January everybody's hitting the gym, New Year, you have built momentum. So you're not going, even though you're going to the gym in January with them, you're not really there psychologically, like you're starting something new. If you get what I mean, you don't have to wait for the year to end physically before you make that change. Right? That's my little 2 cents that I have for you guys this morning. I hope you are imparted. Right. So let's read more comments. Someone says he woke up at 4 a.m. That's good. Actually, the best time to wake up is 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I'm giving you guys the key again. The best time to wake up is 3 a.m. right now. Then you can just start watching from there. So you guys have to sleep early. Yeah, sleep early, guys. Then I love the stream in FS Pirate. Thank you. Gold is buying massively. Yes, gold is buying massively. Jeff had agreed to Grandpa's bag. Life with Ashley morning. I think Ashley was the one who sent the entries. She's already in the trade. She took nice breakout trades already. Massive kudos to you. There was a breakout entry before. Yes, definitely breakout entry. We enjoyed the cooking very much. I'm honored, and I'm gonna keep cooking for you guys. Actually, if we should have heard from yesterday's signal from Rick, the brokers would be crying. But I'm telling you that even if we heard all the way from, you can still make money. But the only reason why we don't stress it is that every day we can still come into the market to find an entry. That's the skill right now. That's why we don't stress it. But also, if you really want to try swing trading, you can just, at least leave some small position. If you get a good entry, like after a pullback, leave some small position. You see the magic even 0.1 will do for you, right? In this time, so even 0.1, you can see that you see the magic it will do for you. You know, that's just a tip to what do we have here? Say what's the criteria to get in a breakout trade? We'll go to that briefly when we get to the chat. Good morning, boss. Good morning. Hey, chef. That long I took on gold is still playing out, almost 2.72 raised through. Guys, 1 minute. I told you guys how cool. So. I'm back. Anyway, that long I took on gold is still playing out almost at 2:7 exactly. So there's two potential. That's a very good entry. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good entry. So you can hold a bit. The call is here forever. I see you. I see you, Deco. I was up since 4 a.m. West African time, not knowing no, it's the right time. I didn't come on at 4. Philip, it's the right time. 4 a.m. is the right time. GMT, West African time. Or what do you mean? Yeah, we use the Frederick says I tested you on Snapchat up on you. Oh, I'll check it out. Anyway, there's a lot of comments coming in. I've never slept since yesterday. Why? You made me fall in love with gold. That's the what right word can I use right now? That's the whole point, or that's the vision to show you guys where the fish is, so you can also fish. I've been waiting for the live since 1 hour now already. Didn't want to miss any of your words, even the good morning. I see you, Crypto Leno. They set up a door for you for us at the bank. How you see them? Yeah, exactly. It's cooking for our perspective. If our breakout entries mostly based on candle momentum or anything confluence needed. Candle momentum mostly how the candle closes above the breakout region. Very, very important. Also, sometimes you can add market structure to it just to see where the market is. You understand? I'll explain that to you in a bit. But first things first, you identify the zone that you are expecting there to either hold or break out. Then you observe the candle that breaks it, the breakout candle. It must be a violent one. For better setups, it's like candles that close proper above the range. Anything that has like wicks that kind of traps it back between the range again, it's not really a good vibe. Good morning, Mr. Good day, Mr. Chef. Let's try to cook. Yes. Raymond Tapelo. Tapelo, are you from South Africa? Anyway, we are gonna cook. We are gonna cook. At this point, it's patience. If you're already in the trade, kudos. If you're not, you need patience to find another entry. We have a long day ahead of us and a long target ahead of us. Just need to be alert and we'll get an entry. Don't worry at all. Guys, I already bought at the breakout, all thanks to Mr. Ricky mentorship. So Julie is one of the people who won the giveaway for my free mentorship. They've been feasting since. They've been enjoying. I see. Anyway, should we run another giveaway today? Should we run another giveaway today? Another mentorship giveaway? Should I run it today, this morning? Chef, I did exchange my partnership with Essence, but I didn't hear from you again. Don't worry, if you've messaged me, I've not responded yet. I'll definitely respond. It's the messages that are a lot, okay? So don't stress at all. I'll come in there and respond and attend to everybody individually, right? Don't stress, okay? I'll be there. Also about the Xness partnership thing, it's just an opportunity and a one-time offer to join the VIP. So this is how it goes, right? If you don't have a brokerage, if you don't have an Access account, just click on the link in my description right now, right? And open an account with Xness. Make sure you use my link. Message me on Telegram. I'll add you. I'll verify it first, by the way. Then I'll add you to the Xness VIP for free. You just find your account with minimum $100 and above. The more, the better, though. The more you can make money for yourself. You join for free. Whatever money you make, you keep it. It's all yours. If you already also have an Access account and you want to take advantage of this promo or this offer, you can just message me on Telegram. I'll give you the steps. You change your partnership, use my link, and then we just take it from there. It's simple stuff. We're not going through the corners, right? So hey Rick, I've been trading with you 2 years now, and closing partials is killing me. Since when I hit SL, it take all my profits. Good. So this is where I always say that trading is a personal journey. I'll explain what I mean by that. You see the observation he just made right now? These are the observations he's made about himself, his style of trading after 2 years. So when we talk about backtesting or gathering data, this is what it means. He probably didn't even have any data to tell him that. It had to take him 2 years for it to hit subconsciously. But if you are generally your trades or backtesting, you have these data to make these decisions faster. So you see, you have identified a problem that, okay, anytime you take partials, it hurts you because anytime you hit a stop loss, it wipes your profits. So now you have to now analyze how you are taking the partials. What is your original loss size from the beginning? Are you taking the partials in the right way? Or okay, do you have to tweak things a bit? If you don't take partials and you allow your trades to either hit stop loss or take profit, are you going to make more money in the end or not? All of those questions can be answered with what? Data, information. So now that you've analyzed that this is not working for you, you need to tweak it a bit, a bit, but don't just tweak randomly. Do the math and see the projected earnings, or then use that to create a trading plan. Then you try to follow that to see how that new one will also work. Simple as that. Knowing the problem is already you solving 50%, or let me even say 70% of the problem. Some people don't even know what's wrong with their trading. But the fact that you even know that this is what is wrong, or this is what could be wrong, it's already a win in my books. Almost 10K, boss. Be sharing your link. Let's check it out. Let's check it. Let me check it out. 9.95. Guys, okay, let me do it again. Maybe people are not. My eye read why you people are not seeing the importance of the 10K to me. That's just by the way. Guys, we're currently at 9.95K subscribers. We have 50 people to just hit 10K. Today is the last day of September. Imagine me hitting 10K on the last day of September and not having to go into October with 9.95. That would be nice. Right. And we currently have 148 or 150 viewers on this live. If one of you subscribe and we get 50 people, we hit the mark. So guys, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, kindly just take your time and do it right now. For me, for the culture. A minute. kindly do it for the culture. Yeah. Let me check the live subscriber count or the updates. This code is killing me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm having a terrible night, terrible day. Have hard time sleeping. Anyway, we're currently 9.957. Subscribe now. Now let's subscribe now. Let's hit the 10K mark. Let's celebrate. Then I'll do the giveaway. I see that you guys want the giveaway. So let's hit 10K today. And then let's do the giveaway. Those who have enjoyed the giveaway, they can tell you what's going on there. It's a comprehensive. I'm going to teach you how to trade gold for free. Like I do with the mentorship. I'm giving it for free. From there, you can even catch your trades on your own, everything, you know. So guys, do this for me. Then what else? What else? If you have also already subscribed, how you can help this is to just like the live stream. Like it. It's going to make other people see it. Okay, it's going to make other people see it, and then they can come and subscribe if you have already subscribed. Okay, so 9.96, we have 40 more. We have 40 more. Guys, let's push. This is going to be historic. You know? Anyway, whilst you're doing that, let's just continue with our grind. Fundamentals. Let's talk fundamentals. Yesterday was a clean day. No fundamentals. Technicals did its thing, even though technicals proved a little bit stubborn in this area or this zone. It kept going up, down. Created a nice pattern. Broke out of it, and then the rest has been history. Right? Today, we have a couple of fundamentals coming in, but the USD one is around 2 p.m. That's JOLTS job openings. I'm sure before this fundamental will come out, we should have had an entry, you know, base some money before the fundamental even comes in. And lately fundamentals are kind of just aligning with technicals as they should, right? Because last week I remember I caught a trade based off the unemployment claims around this point. That was on Thursday. So last week Thursday, what happened? Last week Thursday, I had this here. Okay, exactly. So this is why knowing. This is why knowing where you are on the higher time frame is also very important. So I was bullish on gold, right? But last week, after Monday and Tuesday's bullish moves, like this week too could repeat the same pattern. Yesterday was bullish. Today too is bullish. From tomorrow going, we might actually get that deeper pullback. You know, then maybe Thursday or then Friday we can have the confirmation for like the buy, just like what happened here last time. Monday was bullish. Tuesday he started a retracement. So Friday around New York session, that's when we started getting the massive bullish runs, and it ran all the way through to Monday, Tuesday. This one also, that was just last week. We had Tuesday started selling off a bit. Wednesday, so Wednesday I think I even tried to catch a buy, and the buy failed woefully. So I had to quickly check on the higher time frame, and I realized that we might actually just be retracing, you know. So I probably just, even though I don't like catching sell setups in massive bullish trends, if the opportunity presents itself and it's too clear or too clean, you might want to pay attention to the structure. Okay, so you can tell that this what happened. This was on Thursday. So Thursday we woke up, we got a breakout, all right, but I did not take the breakout. Why? Because as I said once again, structure was telling me that the pullback was not done. So I was waiting for sales, right? Then what happened? We had this first bearish candle just slam into this point. Now, at this point, I was expecting like some nice confirmation, not this big confirmation. Okay, so this one threw me. It threw me off. Um, it threw me off balance a bit because at this point, it's looking scary. What if it continues from this point and never comes back up again? All my work for the day has been in vain. I've been waiting for this for hours. So sometimes it happens to me as well. Okay. So now I had to make a decision. I jumped in here and obviously I couldn't put my stop loss above the range as I should, because putting my stop loss above the range is like 180 pips. That's a whole trade on its own. I must as well just take that as a trade, you know. So I had to use my discretion quickly by setting some 50 pip stop loss, which was somewhere just around this point. Okay. And as you can see, the next candle just reversed straight, hit my stop loss, and that was it. But I was still waiting. So immediately at this point, around 12:30, the fundamental was released. As you can see, 12:30 p.m. unemployment claims now came in. Okay, and then they were expecting 233,000 people to file for unemployment, that they are jobless. Okay, in the US, that they don't have a job, right? Which was lower than their previous anyway. But then when the actuals came in, only 218,000 people filed, which is like a huge like progress. That it means that okay, it's two ways though. It's either more people didn't file or more people actually have gotten jobs. So you have to tally this with the other ones like NFP and the rest to really see how the US economy is doing when it comes to the labor market as a whole. There are so many metrics to it. These things are all statistics, right? There's so many metrics to it. So to understand the whole thing, to make like a bold claim, you don't need just one. You need all other factors. Then understanding the economic wheel as a whole to make that decision. But to interpret this one directly, it means that immediately the dollar should gain some strength, because this is like good news for the USD. And then that's how come when the dollar gains strength, what will happen? This should sell, right? And that's how come the sell was facilitated. I jumped in. At this point, I didn't wait for this candle to close anymore because the fundamental was in. I saw that it was sell already. My technicals were confirming sell for me during the day, right? So I just jumped in, put my stop loss above, and then that's how I made about 270 pips. So if my first stop loss was 50 pips, and now I've made 270, I've made a total profit of what? 220 pips. That's a good day. That's how you approach trading. That's why me personally, I give myself 2 attempts in a day. If I make the first loss, I have one other attempt to trade. And then if I make that trade and it's also another loss, then I'm done for the day. But if I take that trade and it's a win, I'm also done for the day anyway. That's how I trade. That's how I trade. And it's been helping me, and I've been profitable for some time now. I see Bimo here. Bimo says he's winning the giveaway. Bimo, they tell me. Sometimes when people comment, I don't even know what to say. You giveaway. Rich man like you. Rich in both knowledge and money. Don't play with that guy. Anyway, guys, so back to what I was saying. I'm waiting for a pullback because I missed out. So, and I'm glad that the momentum looks like it's dying out so far. We might not we might. I don't think we will be on the live till we get a full retracement as we always do. But trust me to definitely monitor this. Once I get the proper entry that I want to take, or I'm jumping in again, I'll definitely share it with you guys. Those of you who have not taken the trade just yet though, but those of you are already inside as well, kudos to you. Anyway, we have 180 people on our live now. Guys, I think the numbers have been increasing across the weeks, right? Or is it just me? Because when we started, average was like 70, When I say average, I mean peak viewers at a time. at a time, like 70. That was like the first few weeks, you know. But it looks like these days, um, we kind of have a lot of people coming in. I'm happy. I'm excited. I like that. It shows that we are making progress. You know, consistency pays. Anyway, to the main matter for the day, guys. I have 9.61. You know, I'll keep saying it too. I'll keep worrying your ears too. You guys do it for me. I have 9.961 over here though. So I basically have about 40 people more to hit 10K. And I want to hit 10K today. Should I kneel down or what? What do you guys want from me? I want to hit 10K today. So if you are here, you're part of the 180 people and you have not subscribed, please do that for me now. If you have subscribed already too, you can like the video. Okay, like the live feed. Is going to help the algo boost it. More people will join, then they will subscribe, then we hit the 10K. I do the giveaway. We are happy. You are happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. We go our way. Right. Also, I'm going to leave a link right now in the comment section. Those of you who are trying to reach me on Telegram, that's how you do it. I just pasted a link in there. Okay. That's where all the updates are. If you want the signals and the daily analysis or the daily updates, the Telegram group is where to be in. So I've pinned the comments in there. Just join and then be there and just wait for all the updates. Dear mentor, could you kindly make a separate video for us to explain how liquidity affects price action? We would really appreciate your guidance. How liquidity affects price action. Honestly speaking, I do not understand your question. I don't know if you're talking about the liquidity that I know, the liquidity concept, grab, sweep, all of those things that the boys talk about. If that's what you're talking about, I don't. But if I can explain it in a way that I understand what you mean, but I want to be clear on what you are asking for before I speak. How many pairs do you trade? Currently, I trade only one pair. Forget about the fact that all of these things are here. I watch them from time to time, but I trade only gold right now. Bimo, please, we know you are a pro. Don't mind Bimo. Bimo is the biggest fanfula in Accra. Anyway. Chef Ricky, please, do you consider the trend when using support and resistance? I mean, will you take a trade on resistance if the trend is bullish? Yes, I consider it. That is why most of the time I don't take sell trades because we are bullish. Yeah, unless the sell is extremely clear, you will not find me there. Did I just rhyme? Bars. Unless the trend is extremely clear, you will not find me there. Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. You need to, you need to jot this knowledge, this nuggets down. Done. Anyway, let's continue. All of your trades after hitting TP1, why it usually comes to entry again to take people out at break even. If you say all of them, that's a stretch. Some of them do that, yes, but it's not all of them. Yeah. And that rule is there to just help you guys to protect you in managing your trades. It's just a guidance. Would you want to see your trade hit TP1 sometimes of like 70, 100 pips and see it come hit your stop loss? Would you prefer that? That's a question to you though. Very soon we'll be 500 on the live. Yes, that's true. Very soon we're gonna be 500 plus on the live. That's the power of consistency. Yes. Hey, can you tell us how you took yesterday's trade? Okay. Yesterday, where was the entry safe? Monday. Wait, I need to recall yesterday's entry. Yesterday's entry was no, this was Friday. This was Friday. Yesterday, Monday 29th. Yesterday I took a breakout around this point. I guess no, it was around around 5 a.m. So that should be around this side. Hey, yesterday's entry was a bit late, eh? Wow. I took this breakout. Yeah. 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 When this candle closed above this highs here. So I was expecting like some form of, just like today too, some form of retracement a bit, at least back into these retest zones. Okay. I was expecting to come into these retest zones or probably even lower than I buy. But we had a breakout and I jumped in instead. So you see, it was a bit tough. It went up a bit, like 60 pips, came down, went all the way up. Then it did this thing. Then it kept going up. You understand? So that was yesterday's entry, though, quite clumsy. I don't trade Asian session for the most part. That's why you don't see me down there. I'm always like up there, unless the market like pulls back deep into a zone. My entry will literally be like up there. So today, same thing happened. And today, for the fact that we were even around 3,850, which was like the psychological mark, and also around the fact that the 4-hour time frame at this point was beginning to look a bit overstretched, I was careful. That's how come today, even when I saw the breakout, I still didn't take it though. I was just, a bit skeptical. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. And then after the breakout, we had about 150 pips already. So that's also a good move. So me, I will be expecting like some slight pullback. Today I'm still bullish though. Today I'm still bullish. I'll be expecting some slight pullback and then we continue. But within the week, maybe from tomorrow going, I'll be expecting like some form of something like this again. Okay, so maybe we can have this one pushed today to this point. You can expect something before we continue because I really do not see this just continuing like from here straight to like 4,000. That would be very weird, Not once, but then again, nothing is too weird for the precious metal. So let's be reactive than proactive. Okay. See setup, you take it. That's all. No long. More comments. I'm in Nigeria. What country are you in? So I can know what your 3 a.m. is. I'm in Ghana. Ghana. 3 a.m. in Ghana is 4 a.m. in Nigeria. So you're right. Rick don't sweep, he cook. I don't do no sweeps here. No sweeps and grabs. Ben says, Chef Ricky, you know add me still. Oh, don't worry. I'll respond to you on Telegram. Okay, don't worry at all. Me, I promise you I'll respond. No stress. Classic music says Mr. Rickfx, good morning. Good morning, classic music. It's been a while. I think you're one of the winners of the giveaway. Yeah. the one the boys they talk about. Chef Ricky must go global for sure. Thank you guys. Your support to push me global. Gold started crazy, bro. Why is gold crazy? The only people gold will be crazy around this point is people who try to sell like too early. Will it pull back to that blue line I'm seeing, say? It's a possibility. I cannot tell for sure that it's going to pull back into that blue line or not. But this, since this is like the breakout, right? It's also a good area to look out for a possible pullback. So when the pullback starts, this is a good area to look out. Either this, which is like the breakout zone, or even the blue line, the psychological level. I understand. But one thing again is that I don't use pending orders or limit orders. Once again, not to say that it's bad, but because of my school of thought or how I approach the market and how I always like to see a bit of reaction from the candles before I make a decision. I don't like to like place orders and wait for the market to tap into them and activate them. Okay. So I rather wait for the market to pull back into the zone that I'm looking for, read into the price action into that zone, and then I'll execute based on what I see, basically. So if the market gets into this place and it will not hold, I'll see it because I'll not get my confirmation. Then if it drops a bit further, then I can mark my next low that I'm looking out for the retracement. But long story short, be active. Right. Remalia here and you says, I just subscribed now. Thank you very much. Hey Rick, is it a must to close partials? What if you hold for 1 to 2 risk to reward to put SLR break even? So that's totally up to you. It's totally fine. You see, the concept about closing partials usually works for people who have quite substantial lot sizes, okay? Like you have some good one lot in there or even some two lots or more, when you hit like take profit one, the profit is kind of like huge, a bit huge. And then sometimes you can just take some partials and let the rest do its thing. But if it's like some 0.1, 0.01, the rest, if you are tempted to take partials, at that point, you are better off closing the full trade, or just move your stop loss to break even and then try to hold the lot size, the small lot size to its fullest potential. That's all. So different strokes for different folks. It's pretty much simple. Okay. Always make sure you tailor your trading system or 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 plan according to your personal experience or needs on the market. So you use the forward to check the trend? Yes, I do. I use forward to check the trend. The giveaway you are there on top. Yes, so we'll do giveaway once we hit 10K. We still at 9.96. I don't know why you guys are not subscribing. I want to believe all of you here are subscribers. Is that what you're telling me? Anyway, wow. Can you make? Can you make a video? Can you make a video? Or can you make a video about top-down analysis video? It has been a while not posted YouTube. I think I have a video on top-down analysis. I'll just find it and share it again. Or I'll make a new one, as she said. Don't worry. You guys, I know once you read my comments, I will blow. Okay, oh, Peter Akpan, blow. I don't know if you're a swallowed bomb or not, but you blow. You blow, don't worry. some extent, I think I'm trying now. So far, I have been winning since last week. Yeah. Would the pullback go back to the breakout of zone of yesterday? It could. You see, that's the thing about trading. You don't know exactly for sure it's going here, but that's why they are probable zones. And then you always tackle the ones that come before. So let's say the zone you're talking about right now is currently here, but there's another zone before that one. The way I trade, I'll watch this zone first, see what happens there. If it breaks it, then we can talk about this. But let's say I'm too fixated on this and it actually uses this one to to react. I'll give you a perfect example. Look at this yesterday. This was doing up, down, up. It came down again and it bought and it broke out. When it broke out and it was retested, it was coming back. One of the first zones you look out for is this retest zone here. But what happened? It hit the retest zone, it broke it. So what do you do next? Next is this support level. Ideally, that's what I would have been waiting for, this support level. But then when the market got here, it started reacting, it started giving weak rejections. So I was like, okay, looks like this market doesn't want to make it to this point. What could possibly be causing this thing to be reacting here? Right? Then I pulled a fib that maybe this wants to be a partial retracement and not like a full listing. So I pulled a fib. I realized that, okay, this area is actually 78.6 region and the rejection is quite loud. So this might actually use a fib. And then that was it. So at this point, you don't have to wait for this. But if you made it there, then that would have been a plus. Okay. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. I want to address you by your name. Edward, yes. The name is Edward. So that's pretty much about zones. Then last week you were about to explain where you draw your line from. Yes, let's take it to next week. I like the suspense. Chi Ma Obim Emmanuel, 9.96k, yes. 9.96. Guys, we have like two. The actual number right now is 9.968. So we have two to hit 97. Then we hit 97, then we have 30 people more. So right now we need 32 people. You guys are 162 here. You won't tell me that 32 people cannot subscribe from 162. Hey. Anyway, let's continue. Can SNES be reduced to 80 USD? What do you mean, can SNES be reduced to 80? Are you talking about deposits? Like the initial deposit or the minimum you can deposit, or what? Or you want to buy XNES as a company? Which? Talk to me. Imagination won't wound me. What imagination? How I wish I was your child. Wow. Hey, Peter Riba. Okay. I have subscribed now. Thank you, Clement. Harry says he's seeing good progress. That's the goal. Please, how do I win the giveaway? So giveaway is simple, okay? Let's see 10K, then I'll announce the giveaway rules. It's just something small. Just be sharp. And then I'll give to like 5 people or 3. Free mentorship. Any update on the US shutdown? Update on US shutdown. What do you mean by update on US shutdown? You are expecting the US to shut down? You want to wipe the country out? Is that what you're saying? I hope you're not a terrorist. That's just by the way. I'm pretty sure you're talking about the fundamental updates with the labor market and then the interest rate and the rest. The interest rate was reduced last week, last month, which was expected by 25 basis points. The resultant effects, we are seeing them so far so good. Unemployment claims has been reducing. The number of people who have been jobless have been reducing so far. We went over that briefly. The next metric to check also how it's doing so far is NFP. That is coming this Friday. So NFP is one of these things that has been surprising me to date. Because when I started trading, NFP, when it comes to NFP, the figures were always in like 300,000. Mind you, NFP basically is the number of people who have been employed, excluding the farming sector in the US. Month by month, number of people. It used to be in like the six figures or whatever they call those things. But basically, get the idea: 300,000, 400,000, 200,000 jobs, that kind of thing. Then we started seeing it sink. Now look at what we are seeing here. It's pathetic, guys. Like you're literally expecting 52,000. Even though it's an increment from like the previous of 22K, let's see. So Friday will be also another metric to see whether these people are actually bouncing back, that there are things working. But currently, no, they are still in that space. They're trying to space of where new jobs are not being created in America. More people are being unemployed and the rest. So they're just trying to turn around that thing. So basically, that's their. If that is the shutdown you're talking about. If not, I don't know any other shutdown. I don't want Trump to look for me. Chef Rick, do you think we'll be able to continue trading gold if US government shuts down? What is going on with this shutdown? Gold is a precious metal. Gold has its own value. Gold is not tied to the US economy alone. Maybe you guys have to do more research about gold. Do like some comprehensive digging about gold. Or one day we'll come online, we'll do the comprehensive digging about gold, and you see the things that really back gold. Or why gold on its own has value. So it has a lot of things that drive it. It's not the US economy. You can shut down today and gold will perfectly be fine. Chef, please, are you in the trade already? No, I'm not in the trade. I missed the breakout, so I'm waiting for a pullback or any form of entry again. It could be a pattern and a rest, and then I jump in. So me, I'm currently not in the trade. Do you think gold is going to reach 4,000 or more? Do I think gold is going to reach 4,000 or more? Do I think gold is going to reach 4,000? Yes. Why? Because 4,000 is just here. It's not really far from this point. Even though it's far, it's not really like far. Okay? It's just it's quite far, guys. 3,850. You have to go to, if you add let me see. To go to 3,900. You have to go to 3,900. That's the next psychological level. Then we go to 3,950. Wow. Before 4,000. So yes, 4,000 is a bit far though. It's too far. Or more. Now, this is what you need to do. See, go to the monthly time frame. Wow, these drawings are a lot. Go to the monthly time frame. Let me use a clean chart so that we can see what I'm talking about. This was 2022. July or August, when gold was around 2,000, and you ask me, or you ask anybody, do you see gold hitting 3,400 or more? What do you expect the person to say? What do you expect the person to say? As a matter of fact, you can stand here today and say gold will hit 10, 14,000. But look at the distance and look at price action and understand that the market moves in phases and waves. Then you can put realistic timing to it. What do I mean by that? Gold will hit 4 anyway, but what is it doing currently? What shape and size, or what pattern is it printing? What structure is it following? What fundamentals are backing it? That is what will tell the speed. Now, mind you, after this in July, what happened next? We had, this is the monthly time frame, by the way. Let me even play so that it's faster. Oh, that's the highest speed. So why is it not, move very fast? Or let me just cancel this thing. But there's something I want to show you. So you can see this is monthly time frame. At this point, it's been ranging already for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is a whole year. A whole year already, and it has not beaten the highest price just yet. It's going to do it again for another, because this is 2020, this is 2021, this is 2022. 2 years now. What's gold doing? Gold is not breaking the highs. Easy. Then we came all the way to 2022 December. It created a new low here. 2023, 3 years since it reached these highs. It came back here around 2023 again. What's still going on? Nothing. But in the heat of all of these things, what do you think it's doing? It's doing its thing. Correction. After this push, correction. Then preparing itself for the next push. You understand? So now it broke it. It broke it in what? In 2024. And then after breaking it, what happened? It starts to go. So then you can also say, okay, we're headed towards 2,400. Then you can give like another realistic projection, or 3,000, because mind you, as it has broken out, this wing is also now forming, and you should expect a pullback at a point. So you cannot just say from here, not to be overly ambitious, So you are waiting now, we hit the 3K, and all of this is happening in 2025 now. So now we are, going 3K, 4K. So you get the whole idea of how I answered the question. I don't know how best I can answer you again if you do not get. So what gold is doing currently, the momentum is strong. Just attack it levels by level. Right now, 4K is not so far. So yes, can we hit 4K? Yes. Or more? I don't know. Can we hit more? Definitely. But at a point, there's going to be some form of consolidation, pullback on the higher time frame, which will take a bit of years, before the next push again. And that will also be dependent on the fundamentals, the fundamental metrics that are backing, that are causing the movement. So around 2019, 2020, the catalyst behind this rally was COVID-19, and then global lockdown, shut down, all of those things. You know how when the world goes into instability, gold serves as a reserve, so the value still keeps going up. Gold will go up on a normal day though, but when things like that happen, it just serves as a catalyst, like it pushes the market. So around 2020, 21, thereabout, when things were being calmed with COVID, there's nothing new. You see, we're just having like a little bit of what um consolidation. Then the wars came in, a bit of the Russia, Ukraine, caused a little bit of push here and there. But currently, there's a lot going on globally. There's Israel, there's Palestine, there's a whole lot has been going on. I think we are in one of the most chaotic economic or global environments that in my lifetime, though, I don't know what happened with the people who were before us, but I can tell that this is one of the most chaotic. So to answer your question directly or briefly, that is what I'm expecting when it comes to gold. Yep. Are we clear on that? I hope we are clear on that. Okay. So we are still waiting for the signal to cool before going to work this morning. No, don't worry. Don't worry. Just set an alert or, you know, um, turn notifications on for the group so that when the signal drops, you hear it. One thing about the market is that you need to have patience. You need to cook with the right ingredients. There's what we call timing in the market. You cannot determine that you want a trade before you go to work. If the trade happens before you go to work, kudos. But you never know. This thing can store all the way to New York session. You understand? That is why I'm here. This is my job. I sit here until I get a setup. If I join in on the buys area, I would probably would not have been here by now because my entry would have been safe. And then, just waiting to see what happens for the day. But as far as I don't have an entry yet, I need to now sit down and find a new one. So don't worry. Go to work. Go and make money, Mr. Prince Sogbo. Turn notifications on. Immediately the setup is ready and the food is ready. I send it out there. You jump on, you feast. Multiple streams of income, baby. Let's go. Now, what do we have again? So Rick, please, what lot sizes and entries would you recommend for $100 account on your trades? Oh, yeah, every day we have beginners coming in. That's so $100. Just ask yourself, how much do you want to lose per trade? But if you want a fixed lot size, that's safe. I personally think anywhere between 0.01 to 0.05, or if you're a little bit aggressive, anywhere between 0.01 and 0.1. Yeah. If you go a little bit above that, already it's a small account, so even the least lot size will put a little bit of stress on it, guys. Hey, this pullback there. Looks like today I'll learn. So with the US shutdown thing, I'm sure you guys are talking about probably a recession or yeah, a recession. But they are not there yet. It's all speculations. I think they can put through or they can manage it. It's all speculations. Okay, so Vondi says, but there's a possible shutdown in terms of the fact that there has not been any bill passed as of today to care for next. What do you mean by next? So White House is waiting to lay off some workers since no deal has been. Or if you can just like rewrite or send it in properly again, we just. Rick, I'm very sure you used to teach your teachers at school. Really. Top notch says, what confluence are we working on? So me, this is my current confluence. That all of this, you see the exhaustion in there. I don't know if you can see. You see the exhaustion in here. All of my. That all of this exhaustion for either turns into a pullback or creates some form of pattern that I can jump in or for a continuation. That's my thesis for the day. That's just my thesis for the day. Oh, I get your. Okay. Oh, I see. I have soldiers. I have soldiers. Wow. People are, you know. So, okay, I see a message Adam Kulu as well. So basically, the US has not agreed on a new budget. Oh, okay. It makes sense. That might have skipped me. I mean, if there's no budget, how do you run the economy? Workers, everything. Probably especially in the public sector. Oh, so they're saying by tomorrow. Oh, okay. I get it. Then I'll keep an eye on that as well. That really skipped me. That really skipped me then. So, sorry to the gentleman who was, pushing earlier. I thought you were quote unquote trying to shut down the US, but I okay. I see what you're talking about. See what you're talking about. Give more people from Nigeria a chance. Everybody has a chance. Everybody. Oh, you mean $80 as deposit to join my SNS VIP page? Okay. But 80 and $100, there's no difference. I mean, $100 is, you see, I want you to enjoy the signal. That's why I don't want to. $100 is okay to float. Anything lower than that, the account can blow and then you are just back to square one. So I'm actually looking out for you, brother. Okay. But also look at NFP live. No, I don't trade NFP to begin with. I don't trade fundamentals. To talk about trading in live, I don't trade fundamentals. Boss Rick, how is your BTC front test going? You mentioned watching it with your last week. Yeah. So far, I'm on it. BTC, still a few losses here and there. I've not hit that sweet accuracy that I want yet. That's why I'm not even speaking about it. It's a little bit crazier than gold in terms of, like, structure wise. You can even be presenting one thing, the next thing you see is doing something else. That's BTC for you. So until I find my grip around it. Oh, crypto Leno, you've been listening. Yeah, so I'm still working around it though. No massive progress have been made yet, but hopefully something comes out. 9.97K. Yes, so we are at 9.97. 30 people more. At this point, I'm exhausted. I think you guys don't want to hit the 10K on the live. Maybe you hit it later. I mean, I've noticed that sometimes I get liquidated, but afterwards the trade goes in my direction. Could you kindly create a video how to explain liquidity causes this and its role in price action? Create a whole video on that. I doubt, but I think I've experienced what you're talking about before, and as it stands, it's completely normal to me. You know, especially if you're looking for a range to buy, like, or sell. Let's say you want to trade like this in this zone. The market doing that liquidity thing is even a plus, or it tells you exactly. It's a strong indication that your trade is going to play out. What do I mean by that? Liquidity simply means you're talking about something like this, the sweep, right? The sweep, for instance, something like this. This whole week, let's say the market at the point was looking very bearish. It came all the way down here, then it closed bullish. So this could apply here as well. That's not what we have this, and then it looks like it was breaking out. Then it goes back inside again. Immediately it goes back inside and gives me a nice confirmation that it tells me that the zone is very, very valid, and the bears, that's what people term or tag as stop loss hunt, liquidity sweep, and the rest. If it's any other liquidity you're talking about, I I just go with the flow. I go with the momentum and price action, basically, or keenly. But I have only 10. But I have only $10. Um, can I grow with it? $10, unless you are extremely skilled and your entries are accurate, like to the dot. No. Maybe we get to 3,000 and elected today. Today can actually, let this pullback finish. Today can actually be a massive one. No? Since we've crossed 3,850, we can literally go to, okay, yeah, 3,900 little. Yes. We can go to 3,900. 3.9K should be the next target to look out for. Please, how do you calculate the next psychological level or know the next psychological level on all time high? I use a 500 pip range. I use 500 pips, so I just keep adding 500 pips. So the next one, 3,950, next one, 4,000, 4,050, those kind of vibes. Looks like it's pulling down. Yeah, we are in the middle of a consolidation, so this is where you have to have patience. Like let the market do its thing. When the market finish printing and speaking its language, and you are able to interrupt what it's trying to do clearly, then you can put your money, you can back your thoughts, your analysis, your projections with money. Put your how do you put that thing? Put your money where your mouth is, or that statement. Yeah, you know what I mean. Make the last day of the month no collect everything for the beginning of the month. There's no way it's gonna do that. There's no way. Unless you go all in with all of your earnings from September, which I do not recommend. I don't see you doing that. BDC in a demon. Yes, so but what if gold didn't pull back? What do you do? I do nothing. You know? That means that gold didn't do what I am familiar with or I know. So no trade for me. That's how you approach the market. You make sure that every loss that you take is a loss that you can explain. It's a loss that makes sense according to your trading system. Now, mind you, it's not only pullback that it's not like I'm not only waiting for a deep pullback. Oh. Like I'm not only waiting for it to pull back all the way to this or this. Oh. I'm waiting for a consolidation as a whole. So this could just be a short price action just here and we'll continue. I'll be there. This could be a falling wedge. I will be there. This could come all the way down, break this, come even all the way here. I will be there. It could come all the way here. I will be there. You know? The whole idea is because I've missed out on the initial entry, I do not want to buy when it's already like there, up there, without any proper confluence. Now, does that mean that when I wait, I cannot take a loss? That's also not true. I can wait, see everything, get nice setup, and still take a loss on that too. That is what makes me a trader. Do you understand? Have you tried to, without subscribing and following, have you tried to spice the lives with some low volume background music? Yes, I think I will. We'll introduce that some, some soft vibes. The pullback is tempting rough for a sell, but we stay strong and be patient. So that's the thing. That's the thing with me because I trade with the trend. Me, I'm not tempted with the sales. The sales are chaotic. You will suffer before you even get like some good money because after see how it's moving already. After every drop, there's a pullback. After drop, pullback. After drop, pullback. It's going to struggle to get into the zone, and that is what is telling me on the other end, the price action on the other end, that the bears are not really, they are not so strong as it stands. They are trying, but the bulls are more, and it's just a matter of time where they're going to take over again. You understand? So that's how you switch or you flip the script. Yep. London sweep going on by now. Hey, you guys and Thames. Wow, London sweep. London sweep. Which one is London sweep? You guys like terms. Wow. All right, guys. I think we have touched on all areas of what we are expecting for the week or for today. Let me just stay a bit. The time frame is 50 minutes. Ah. Right. So, guys, I was just reading the comments for any more questions. I think we spent 1 hour 30 minutes here already. I'm not really feeling very well, as you guys can see. I see a very important message though. I want to pay for VIP. Message me on Telegram. Right. Today we're giving enough for the day. We're giving the buyers. I've given the projections. Talk about fundamentals. Be rest assured that when I finally get my entry and I want to enter into the market, I'll still share it with you guys. By the way, for now, I think I'll just get off the live and then wait for the setup. It might take some time, you know. It might not be immediate. It might stall a bit. So let's just be patient. I mean, we don't have to be here and wait for the stalling process. So just join the community. If you're not part of the community, click on the link in the comment section right now. I've pinned it there. Join the Telegram community. That is where I'm going to drop the signal when it's ready. Be active as well. Pretty much that'll be it. Also, we are currently 9.97 subscribers, right? 9.97 subscribers. We literally have about 28 people more. 28 is 9.972 this side. So we have 28 people more, and then we hit 10K. Now, if you are here, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe. If you have, kindly, thank you very much. Once we hit 10K, I'm going to do the giveaway for the community, guys. So where's the entry point? There's no entry point just yet. I'm waiting for the market to give me a new entry point. So I've not entered yet. I've not established my entry point yet. The first entry point was here, which was this buys, which could have been giving you some cool 160 pips, 170, probably even 200 pips by now, you know. But if you've missed this one and you've not entered yet, there's not an entry point just yet. Wait, if you are trading my system or my style or my way, I'll communicate their entry point. And one of them is either this zone that is coming back to retest any of these zones, or it's creating a pattern here and then we continue. You understand? Right. So that'll be a wrap for today's session, guys. I'll see you guys again same time next week. Yeah. Peace out.